While cleaning, the housekeeper's hand slipped, and she accidentally broke one of the homeowner's antique teapots. She had assumed the porcelain wasn't worth much, but when she went to the cleaning company to apologize, the manager told her some good news and some bad news. The good news was that the family had gone on a trip abroad and wouldn't be back for another 6 months. The bad news was that the antique teapot she'd broken was made in China. It was an artifact from the Tang dynasty, and its price was astronomical. Even if she sold everything she owned, she couldn't afford to pay for it. Hearing this, Mia immediately panicked. She looked at the house keys on the table, and a wicked thought instantly crossed her mind. She opened every door in the villa, then lay down on the owner's large bed with a look of contentment, gazing at the expensive clothes in the wardrobe, and then at her own shabby reflection in the mirror. She decided to put on those lavish outfits. She then burned her own tattered clothes to ashes and became the mistress of the house. Mia thought to herself, since I can't afford to pay for it anyway, I might as well use this time to experience the life of the wealthy. When she got hungry, she went to the kitchen, took out a steak, a delicacy usually reserved for the wealthy, from the fridge, and paired it with a bottle of 1982 Lafite red wine. To make the villa feel more like her own home, she decisively tore down all the owner's photos and redecorated the house to match her ideal vision. However, just 2 days into this new life, it was shattered by a sudden ring at the doorbell. Mia thought the owner had returned early, so she nervously walked over to answer it. When she opened the door, she discovered it was just a young man asking for directions. But just as they were talking, Mike's girlfriend suddenly let out a blood-curdling scream. It turned out that his girlfriend, Ivy, was pregnant and about to give birth. With no other choice, Mia invited the two inside. Seeing how critical the situation was, Mia frantically helped her deliver the baby. Fortunately, the baby was born safely. Looking at the fragile infant in her arms, Mia's emotions remained unsettled for a long time. Experiencing this for the first time, a unique feeling welled up within her, the feeling of home. Now in her 50s and childless, the sudden arrival of this couple eased her loneliness. With this in mind, she decided to claim this familial bond for herself. Shortly after, she cheerfully gathered baby and maternity supplies for the two of them. Citing the new mother's need for rest, she invited them to stay for a while, even suggesting they could stay as long as they liked. Seeing this, Mike gladly accepted. At dinner time, Mia asked Mike and his girlfriend Ivy about their family backgrounds. Only then did she learn that Mike and Ivy had been orphans since childhood, and neither of them had steady jobs. Now, they were struggling to even cover their basic needs. Hearing this, Mia was thrilled. She immediately invited them to stay long-term in the tone of a homeowner, even going so far as to generously offer,
"Stay, won't you please?"
Excited, Mike immediately shared the good news with his girlfriend. Both of them were overjoyed, naively believing they had found a wealthy woman. They began fantasizing about a wonderful life ahead, but what they didn't know was that the rich woman in their hearts was actually just a parasite squatting in the villa. In the days that followed, LVY took charge of caring for the children, while Mike shouldered the heavy chores around the villa. Mia also took on the role of a housewife, preparing 3 meals a day for the family. But soon, their peaceful life was shattered once again. That day, the gardener who came once a week